Right. Oh, that's a bit of an odd sign to be on, Luke. You get where the light is. I practically need Joan Collins' lighting director these days. Otherwise, it's not the best thing for me. Right. So. Hello. So right. Could you go? That's rather American Horror Story. So basically, going from left to right as far as I see. So I'm going to describe you, and you're going to give me your name.
Okay.
Blonde lady with a t-shirt.
Anya.
Right, unless I'm talking.
Excuse me.
Hush. So blonde lady with a t-shirt. What's your name? Your name is
Anya.
Anya. Lovely. So everybody, this is Anya. Gentleman in the very. Oh, he's moved. He's gone round. Gentleman in the very fetching red sweater is called Colin.
William.
Lovely. The young man with the white headphones and the blue t-shirt is called
Anthony.
Lovely. The young man sitting in front of the rather fetching mahogany dresser is called
Julian.
Lovely. Julien. The person whose camera is not switched on, who's got AV as initial, who is going to switch it back on, is called
Abigail, and I'm having a bit of problem with the video, but I'll try. Yes.
There was an issue last time, wasn't there? Okay, we cannot hide. And the gentleman in the what's on your white? It looked like the England sweatshirt. And the gentleman with the white sports hoodie is named.
It's Aaron.
It's Aaron. Lovely. Okay, so everybody knows who everybody is. Right. So, Aaron. Present. Give me the names of all my tenses. What are they? Present. What?
Present was will would, subjunctive infinitive. Present was will would, subjunctive infinitive on the auxiliary.
Exemplary. Anthony, do the same thing.
Present was will would, subjunctive infinitive. Present was will would, subjunctive infinitive on the auxiliary.
Good. All right. We dealt with the present last time. Anya, having watched the video, what is the slogan for the present tense? It is
Present.
No, it isn't. It is
a soft hard.
Good job, you. All right. Lovely. Colin, if I gave you an A verb, what do I remove to get the basic structure? What am I removing if I gave you an A verb? If I gave you danser, what do I remove to get the short form of the verb?
The ER.
Bullshit. What do I remove? With an A verb, we remove the
danser.
What kind of verb is it called? It's called an
A verb.
So what do we remove? We remove the
the A.
Do we use ER?
No. No.
Do we look at words?
No.
Do we ever read?
No.
Yes, but not fucking yet. Don't fucking read, you fuckers. I'm trying to give you such an advantage. I'm trying to give you, like, anybody can just go, right, hey, this is French. I'm just going to basically tell you what's ostensibly French, and I'm just going to basically be a bot that's just going to translate shit for you and tell you that. Word reference can do that for you. I'm trying to take your heads and stick it in the French situation. And that is sound. When one is reading, fine. But when one speaks, one does not say, oh, I don't have a problem with it. I don't visualize DON''T. So don't fucking call it an ER verb because it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist in my method. It's shit. Okay. But the only time you will ever hear me say ER is if we're talking passive sampler, because that is a reading tense. A. So lovely. So Abigail, what sound do we remove from an A verb to make the short form?
A.
Good God. Right, so Julien, if I had the verb massacrer for a random light-hearted choice, massacrer, what would the short form be, Julien?
Massacre.
Lovely, massacre. Incidentally, my friend Charmaine, her father is from one of the French Caribbean islands where the village is called Massacre because there's a famous massacre there of local people. It's a pretty name for a village, isn't it? If I gave you, Anya, if I gave you the verb assassiner, to assassinate, assassiner, what would the short form of that be?
Assassin.
Lovely. Twang for me, my darling. I need you to twang. Assassin.
Assassin.
Lovely. So I want you to slow down and I want you to twang for me. Assassin.
Assassin.
Lovely head twang. You missed this last week, but you have seen the class. The vibration is what's going to get the French across the room. Bonjour. Hon hi hon hi hon hi hon. If it sounds like English, guess what language you're speaking in? English. All right. So your voice lies on your break. You have a mid-place voice, perfectly sweet voice. You have some quite clean consonants in English as well. Drop the consonants. Don't speak on the throat. Go in the face or in the chest. Hon hi hon hi hon. All right. Good. Lovely. So our slogan for the present tense is a soft hard. We're now going into the soft hard. Erin, can you give me a classic soft hard verb? A classic soft hard verb.
A classic soft hard. Mentir.
Good. So what's the soft?
Mon.
Good. What's the hard sound?
Monte.
Good. Lovely. Colin, can you give me another classic soft hard? Another classic.
Sortant.
Give me the infinitive.
Sortir.
Good. Sortir. Remember to let it be sortir, not sortir. It's not an Italian or a Spanish doble R. It's not r, it's okay, sortir. Okay, but it's negligible how much you need, all right? What's the soft of sortir, Colin?
So.
Good. Give me the try. So. Push it. So.
So.
Good. Small thing which didn't come up last week, which has come up with other people this week. It doesn't matter where your vibration is. If it's here or here, you still, regardless of whether it's a low vibration or a head vibration. So. Colin, and again, let me hear it.
So.
Colin, stop
So.
shanking it. Stop, listen to Auntie Lukey. Stop shanking it. Last week, don't go there. Paint for me. Listen, paint with all the colours of the wind. So, stop stabbing me. Off you go. So. Go. Lovely. Work on your internet because it's shady as fuck. It's really laggy. All right, Julian. Could you tell me another type of soft hard verb, but an irregular type? Could you tell me one of my regulars?
Sorry, a regular or irregular?
Another one of my irregulars. Irregular. Another irregular soft hard type.
A snake verb?
Snake verb's marvelous choice. Good. Give me a snake verb. No, I'll give you one.
Disconnected.
What I think.
Sorry, could you repeat that? It's cutting in.
Yeah, someone's got some stuff going on in the background, and I don't know who it is. Could you all just watch what your volume's doing, or could you mute unless I ask you to speak and be really quick at unmuting? Unless I ask you to speak, could you be on mute, but be super quick? We can't lose time. We've got a lot to do. All right, good. So Julian, what is I finish?
Je finis.
Lovely. What is they finish?
Il finit.
No, they finish. So repeat. Plural. What's the answer to plural?
Ils finissent.
Anthony. No.
Oh, sorry.
Single soft plural.
Hard.
Single soft finish for me. Thank you. So back to Julian. So the days are hard sounds, aren't they? So je finis. So I need the hard. What's the hard sound of a snake verb, Anthony? What's the hard sound? Good man. So they finish, straight to it.
Me or Julian?
I'm sorry, Julian, they finish.
Ils finissent.
Good. Notice that the il is parallel with the he. So your muscle memory is when I'm going to want to go il finit versus il finisse. Be careful. Good. Anya, can you give me another type of soft hard verb? Another irregular type of soft hard verb. So we've had snake verbs. Give me another pattern. The degree to which your homework is done is being exposed, isn't it? Another category? Ooh, Luke's version of having done the homework is different to a lot of other people's. Colin, give me another version of a soft hard verb, please. Another irregular.
Conduire.
What is the type? What is that group called?
Is
No, it isn't. Homework. I literally spoke it out for you in the last 3 minutes of it, you bunch of fails. What's the group called?
Weird easy.
Thank you. Learn the words you're given. I make it very short. I make it very clear. Yeah. Explanations can go on, but the slogans you've got to learn need to be off book. Colin, one more time.
Weird easy.
No,
Conduire.
I do the verb. What's the group called? Colin, what is that group called? One more time. What is that group called? Come on, hurry up.
Weird easy.
Good. Thank you. So weird and easy because the infinitive is weird and the z is going to remind us that the hard sound is a z sound. So Colin, could you say to me, you drive using conduire? What's you drive?
Tu conduis.
Good. Oh, nice twang. Nice twang. Nice twang. What's you plural? Drive.
Vous conduisez.
Why am I not hearing one long word? Take your time. There's no race. Don't stop the throat. Vous conduisez. Go on.
Vous conduisez.
No, don't jump. Remember, you was told to slide from vowel to vowel. Vous conduisez. Don't jump in the larynx. Slide from vowel to vowel. Vous conduisez. One more time.
Vous conduisez.
That's lovely. And you achieve that by a small set of C's, a small set of consonants. And you need to work on that. Yes, smaller consonants. It's not bad to have clean consonants in English. You just want to keep it small in French. Lovely. Good. We've also got prendre verbs. Aaron, could you please say to me, could you please say to me, they take, il. Your microphone. Please be quicker, guys. Unmicrophoning.
Ils comprennent.
No, I gave you they take, and I need you to be quicker unmicrophoning. What's they take?
Ils prennent.
Don't jump. Ils prennent. Keep it soft. I want to hear one word. Ils prennent.
Ils prennent.
No, that's 2 words. Said quickly. Ils prennent. Slide. Ils prennent.
Ils prennent.
Yeah. Every French sentence has got to sound like oui, alors ils prennent leur déjeuner. You know, not ils prennent. Yeah, because otherwise you've got ils prennent le déjeuner avec Luc. Yes, ils prennent. Push on the diaphragm. One long sentence. This is what's going to break this barrier where people go, I can't understand them. Well, then learn to slide. All right. Good. Good. Abigail, can you give me she takes? She takes. Guys, it's not hard. Learn what your microphone does and do it fucking quickly. Come on. There's one on-off function. Yeah, off you go. She takes. You just microphoned off again. I need microphone on.
Elles prennent.
No, she takes. Single soft. Elle.
I forgot.
There's no such thing as I forgot. You're going to do the work. It's on you. You're doing it. We want you to do it. What's the infinitive of the verb to take? Infinitive.
Prendre.
Lovely. Is it an a verb or soft hard verb?
Soft hard.
Good girl. So what's the soft sound of prendre?
Prendre.
There you go. So give me she takes.
Elle prend.
There you go. I've warned you guys. Il and elle panic us because the he and the they sound the same. Or the she and the they. What did Lucy told you? Single, soft, plural. Julian, what is it? Single, soft, plural?
Hard.
Good. Microphone off, Abigail. Good girl. Ready for the next bit. Okay? Good. Right. So, everybody mic off. Listen. So, your new slogan is future. We're coming to the was in a second. No, we'll do the was first. Yeah, we're going in order. Right. So the was tense is everybody a. Eon, ea. Everybody a. Eon, ea. Everybody turn your mics on, and I want you all to say that on the count of 3. Everybody a. Eon, ea. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Say it.
Everybody
a. Eon,
ea.
Good. Right. Now listen, don't turn mics off. This should be all right for the moment. So just keep your mics where they are. Don't turn them off. Don't turn your mics off. Leave it where it was. Leave your mics on. All right? Good. So basically, somebody's got feedback. You can work on that for next week, but just listen in. So when you're in the was tense, we are talking about a tense which is not a single action. So a single action in French, a finished single action. It does not matter how long it took. It does not matter how long it took. You know, the world changed in the monolithic period. The world changed in the 20th century. This is whatever, 100 years. If you're talking about a single finished action, I want you to say actions have auxiliaries. Repeat after me, actions have auxiliaries.
Actions
have auxiliaries.
So we talk about a single finished action, it's going to have an auxiliary. It's going to have an auxiliary. English has a simple language, a simple past, sorry. So Anya arrived versus Anya has arrived. And without going into it, why do we have the has in English versus the arrived? Has is recent, so Anya has arrived recently, or in her life, Anya has seen many French people. It's either ever or over a specific period. Anya has seen many people this week. But in French, it doesn't matter whether it is Anya had seen or Anya saw. Somebody's got a really, really shitty set of speakers. We need to find out who it is. This single action in French will always have a have or a be in the middle of it. So Erin swam. Erin has swum will always have the auxiliary in the middle of it if it is a single action. Yeah. If it's Erin swam regularly when he was a kid, we are not talking about a single action because Erin swam regularly when he was a kid. If we say Colin had a bowl cut when he was a 3-year-old or something, it's not a single action, it's a description. Anya had pigtails when she was a kid. It's not like an action being carried out. It's a description. Luke went to school. It could be both. Is it Luke yesterday went to school to collect his daughter? Or is it Luke went to school regularly when he was younger, which is a series of finished actions, but not one single action. So one single finished action has an auxiliary, and anything else is going to be imperfect. It's not perfect. A single finished action is perfect. This tense is the imperfect because it's not perfect. What letter, Anya, does the word imperfect start with?
An A.
In English, what letter does the word imperfect start with?
Oh, an I.
Good job. Erin, what letter does the word imperfect start with in English?
I.
Great. So bear in mind the I sound because you're going to need it in a minute. So your was slogan is everybody A, Eon, EA. The Eon is the letter I from imperfect before the on, and the letter I before the A. So what's my slogan, Anya, for the was tense? Everybody.
Yeah,
Everybody. Yeah.
Oh gosh. Everybody.
Everybody. Colin, help her out.
Everybody A, Eon, EA.
Good. Anya, you're a week behind in learning to listen. It's not your fault. You're going to have to catch up. It's not your fault, okay? People just don't get how much you need to turn your brain into a sponge, okay? So, right. So, Colin, what's the verb to dance?
Danser.
Is it an A verb or a soft hard?
A verb.
Does it already end in an A sound?
Yes. Danser.
So, therefore, if I wanted I was dancing, do I already have a verb that ends in an A sound?
Yes.
Right. One by one. Erin, would you just turn your microphone on and off? One by one. No. Anthony, would you just turn your microphone off one by one? No. Colin, would you just turn... Anthony, would you just turn it on and leave it on a little bit longer?
Okay.
No. Colin, would you turn your microphone off and then on again? No. Anya, would you turn your microphone off and on again? Abigail, would you turn your microphone Yeah, it's you, my darling. Yeah. So Abigail, unless I ask you to, can you keep your microphone? Yeah, it's you that's making the background noise. I'm really sorry.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. That's fine. That's fine. But you've got quick at turning it off. That's fine. All right. So if I've got sound, I'm good to go with my verb. So Erin, if I get chante, that's my verb to sing. It's an A verb. How would you say I was singing straight away?
Sorry, you broke up. I didn't hear the verb.
What's the verb chante to sing? What's I was singing?
Chanter.
So what's I was singing?
Ah, je chantais.
Lovely. Anthony, if I gave you the verb couper, to cut, what is you were cutting?
To couper.
Good. Colin, if I gave you pousser, to push, what's he was pushing?
What was the subject? Two.
He was pushing.
Il poussait.
Stand still. You disgust me. What's the slogan for the was tense? Go on.
Everybody a eon ea.
Listen to Antiluki. Present was, will, would, subjunctive, infinitive. Present was, will, would, subjunctive, infinitive on the auxiliary, which means that top line, the present, the was, the will, the would, the subjunctive and infinitive do not have an auxiliary. The present, the was, the will, the would, the subjunctive, and the auxiliary, the infinitive, pardon me, do not have an auxiliary. They do not have a word in the middle. You are then to create other tenses going to use the present on the middle, the was in the middle, but those tenses, as they are called, do not have an auxiliary. Does the word imperfect fit the was tense? Do you get that is on our top line, Colin? Present was. So in other words, do I have an auxiliary for the was tense? Yes or no?
No.
No. What is the slogan for the was tense that we've already learned today? Everybody
eon ea.
No, it isn't. Come on, learn to listen. Everybody
a eon.
No, it isn't. Thank you. That's much better. Eon and EA is only for nous and vous. So if everybody's A, what's the verb to push I just gave you? No, answer my question. What is the verb to push I just gave you?
Is a verb.
Answer the question I'm asking you. What is the verb to push? I just gave you infinitive. What's the verb to push? Thank you. Does it already end in an A?
Yes.
Therefore, do I have an auxiliary on the was tense?
No.
So in 2 words, can you say to me, he was pushing? You don't even need to think about it. What's he was pushing?
Il poussait.
You've got it. What's I was pushing? Don't even think about it. Go.
Je poussais.
What's Luke was pushing? Don't even think about it.
Luc poussait.
You've got it, people. What's they were pushing? Don't even think about it.
Il poussait.
Good man. The only 2 we need to give a shit about are nous and vous in the infinitive, in the imperfect, and that is eon and ea. But that's rather nice because Julian, what is we push? If the verb is pousser in the present tense, what is we push? Nous.
In the nous poussons.
Great. Shove an e up the ass of the on and gain an extra syllable, and what would be we were pushing? That's all it takes to turn it into the imperfect. So what's we were pushing? Nous
poussions.
Good, lovely. Abigail, what is you push in the present tense? In the present tense, vous.
Nous poussons.
Using vous, you plural push.
Vous poussez.
Shove up the e up its ass. Give me you were pushing.
Vous poussiez.
Gorgeous. Anya, what is, if I gave you glisser, to slide, glisser, yeah? What would be I was sliding? Don't even think about it.
Je glissais.
Lovely. Je glissais. Don't say je. Je. It's got to be je. Okay. What is Luke was sliding?
Luc glissait.
Slide together. Luke glissait.
Luc glissait.
Lovely. Take all the time you need, but sit on the vowel. Luc glissait. What is we? Remember to shove up the ass. What is we were sliding? Nous.
Nous glissions.
Good job, you. And what's you plural was sliding? Vous.
Vous poussiez.
You were sliding, but nice memory. But you were sliding. Verb is glisser. Vous glissez.
Vous glissiez.
That's it. Be careful in the tongue, people. A, on, ye, yon. If we wanted to use we and we wanted to say on, on, we use the verbs of he and she. Anthony, what is we were sliding if we're using the on, and it's going to be the verbs of he and she? What's we were sliding using on, Anthony?
On glissait.
There we go. Because what's the slogan for the was tense, Aaron? What's the slogan for the was tense?
Everybody A, ion, EA.
Good. Everybody A, eon, EA. Good. Next one. If we've not got an A verb, so Anya, what's the verb to sell?
Vendu. Vendre.
Infinitive?
Vendre.
Vendre. Watch the fucking first class properly. Yeah? Give me the infinitive. Vendre. Go on.
Vendre.
Good. Much better in the voice. Sounds really nice. Is it an A verb or a soft hard, Anya?
Soft hard.
Great. So we don't have an A available. Your brain might think, oh, I know a vous form with an A. What's you sell? Vous, present tense, vous vend. By you, I mean you plural. What's you sell? Vous vend.
Vous vendez.
Good. Make sure you've gone over the classic soft hards from week 1 out loud. Make sure I don't believe you if you said you've watched week 1 out loud, saying it out loud, right? Good. So if we've got vous vendez, you've possibly heard a similar sound. Abigail, what is the verb to be able to? Beginning with a P.
Pouvoir.
Good. Is it an pouvoir? Is it an A verb or soft hard?
Soft hard.
Great. What's the we can? What's we can? Nous.
Nous pouvons.
Right. So this is how this works, people. Strictly speaking, Abigail, microphone off, my love, thanks. Strictly speaking, we teach this. If you want to find the imperfect on a soft hard verb, go to the we, rip off the on, and stick on the A or the eon or the EA. Now, strictly speaking, the vous will give it you as well. So, je dansais, vous sortez, je sortais, tu sortais, il sortait, nous sortions, vous sortiez, il sortait. But the reason we curiously say to go to the nous is in some verbs like vous dites, vous faites, the vous is a bit batshit crazy. But that seems a terrible shame to not be aware that half the time the sound of your was sounds like the vous. So Aaron, how do you say the verb to drive? So what's I drive? It's so weird and easy. What's I drive?
Je conduis.
What's you plural drive? It's a weird and easy. So what's you plural drive?
Vous conduisez.
Lovely. So you've heard a sound like that. Aaron, what is we drive? Nous
conduisons.
Right. So the strict method is to Game of Thrones, rip off the testicles of the on. So sound-wise, Aaron, I'm going to rip off your testicles if you don't mind. Conduisons. Conduisons. What is conduisons without the on the end of it? What is conduisons without the on the end of it?
Conduise.
Lovely. Now add your A that we need for the was tense. Everybody A. And what would that give me? Je conduis.
Conduisez.
So it'll do the same thing. Anthony, what is we take from the prendre verb? What's we take? Nous
prenons.
Great. Game of Thrones it. Add on the A for the was. Would you please give me I was taking?
I was taking, not you.
Yeah. I was taking I.
Je prenais.
Look at Auntie Lukey. Say we take. Nous prenons.
Nous prenons.
Forget the nous. Take prenons. Take the on off the end of prenons. What sound am I left with?
Prun.
Prun. Yeah. Prun.
Prun.
Yeah. And again,
Prun.
what sound am I left with?
Prenons.
No.
Prenne.
Listen to Lukey, you're guessing. Listen to sound, people. Sharpen up. Go, give me again, we take, and you said it beautifully. Say for me again, we take, you said it beautifully.
Nous prenons.
Good. Fuck the nous off. Take prenons. Remove the en sound from prenant. What would I be left with?
Pru.
Listen, prenant. I'm just getting rid of the en. There should still be something else before it. Prenant. I'm just getting rid of the en. What would I be left with?
Pre.
No. Epic
Pre.
fail. Colin, say.
Prends.
Colin, wake up. Say prenant again, slowly and smoothly.
Prenant.
Good boy. Cleanly. Remove the en and nothing else. What am I left with? Despicable. To use sound people. Julien, Juju, say for me, nous prenons. One more time.
Nous prenons.
Remove the en sound from prenant. 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 Just remove the en. Just remove the en. What have I got left?
Prenne.
Thank you, people. As beautifully demonstrated by Anya earlier, assassiner, assassine, massacrer, massacre. You keep the previous bloody consonant there. Yeah? So, Anthony, prenons, remove the en. What am I left with?
Prune.
Thank you. Now add what I need for the was. And how do you say I was taking?
Je prenais.
Je prenais, tu prenais, il prenait, up the asshole, nous prenions, vous preniez, il prenait. Lovely. Anya, what is the verb to produce? It is a weird and easy verb, my darling. What's the verb to produce?
Produit.
You
Produire.
need one at a level I would consider watching session 1, which is what you promised me. What did I just tell you it is? It's a easy verb. As stated in session 1, weird and easy verbs are because the infinitive weird. So what is the verb to produce? The infinitive is going to end with weird. What is it?
Produire.
Good. And again, cleanly.
Produire.
Good. You do well when you sink into your chest. Good work. What is the new form of produire? Produire. It is a weird and easy verb. So that means the hard is going to be a z sound. So what's we produce? Nous produire.
Produire.
Listen to Luke because you're just pretending to listen. Listen. It is a weird and easy verb. And the sentence I've just given you is it means that the hard sound is z. Z. So nous produit.
Nous produisons.
Nous. What's the new ending? Nous produit.
Nous produisons.
Thank you. Watch session 1 again. Right? So, Erin, if I've got nous produisons and I want to turn it straight away into I was producing, what would that be?
Nous.
No,
Sorry. Je produisais.
Just to recap, when you want the was tense, people, if you've got an A verb, the ending's the same for everybody. A, Eon, EAA. If you've got an A verb, job done. Couper, je coupais, tu coupais, il coupait, nous coupions, vous coupiez, il coupait. If you've got any other verb, we go to the we form. Avoir. Colin, what's the verb to have? What's we have? Nous
avons.
Great. So cut the on off. What's avant without the on?
Have.
Great. Add the was sound. What I was having or I used to have.
J'avais.
Good. All right. One exception. The verb to be. Julian, what's we are? Present tense. Nous.
Nous avons.
We are. Nous.
Nous savons. Wait,
Nous
sorry.
sommes. Nous sommes. Yeah.
Sorry, nous sommes.
Right. So we can't go sommeil. So we use être. We use the infinitive instead. So être, we go to the hard et, and then we add a. Listen up, we're about to change tense. When you say was, okay, if your next word is an ing, and you are talking about a verb, so Aaron was sleeping, You do not say était because, as I told you, Anya, the present was, will, would, subjunctive in the infinitive. Is there an auxiliary, yes or no?
No.
There is no auxiliary. There's no two verb words. There's one verb word. If I say Anthony was listening, I say, take the verb écouter, Anthony écoutait. If I use the verb to be like the verb to be, like I was in Paris, I was happy, then I can say j'étais, then I can use être. Apart from that, we do not translate was. Right, next tense, everybody say after me, ré-ra-ron. Let me hear you say it, ré-ra-ron.
Ray,
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 This is the future slogan. Colin, what's the future slogan?
Ray ran wrong.
Annie, what's the future slogan?
ray, run.
Annie, what was the was slogan?
Was, will, would.
No, it isn't.
Oh.
What was the was slogan? Everybody.
Present.
No. Those were the tenses, my darling. What was the was slogan? Everybody.
Everybody. A, E-on, E-A.
She got there. What's the future slogan?
Ray, ron.
Listening is an art. We need to turn it on. Anthony, what's the was slogan?
Everybody a, ion, ea.
What's the future slogan, Julian?
Ray, ra, ron.
Good. Listen up, people. I'm going plus the infinitive is completely acceptable. Anya's going to come, whatever. Anya va venir. Aaron's going to dance. Aaron va danser. In English, like in French, go is for plans and will is for data. We will leave at 4 o'clock. It's a bit more of an announcement. Oh, we're going to leave 4 o'clock. That's a plan. So, but obviously, you can say, I'm going to come. You will give I am going plus the infinitive. That's completely doable. Je vais, tu vas, il va, nous allons, vous allez, ils vont, plus the infinitive. That's doable. But the minute you need will, and there are loads of grammatical constructions in French that need will, we need this tense. Will is the future, and the opposite of the future is the past. And although we haven't done that yet, you know that the proper past has an auxiliary. So listen to how the proper past is made up of. J'ai plus word, tu as, il a, nous avons, vous avez, ils ont. So Anya, would you just quickly say to me, I have, you have, he has, we have, all the way down, just say those things I just said. So j'ai, tu as, il a, nous avons, vous avez, ils ont. Go.
J'ai, tu as, il a. Nous avons, il.
Vous avez, vous avez.
Vous avez.
Ils
Ils ont.
That's it. One more time. J'ai, tu as, il a, nous avons, vous avez, ils ont. Go.
J'ai, tu as, il a. Nous avons, vous avez, ils ont.
Good. Ils ont, not ils sont. Good. Push it forward. Blow it forward.
Ils ont.
No, listen to the words I gave you. That is not what I asked you to do. Listen. Push it. Tu as.
Sorry, I can't. You're breaking up, Luke.
Tu as. Can you say for me? Tu as.
Tu as.
I didn't say that for you. That is not what I said for you. Say it to me the way I said it. Tu as. Slide it forward.
Tu as.
Good. Everything you do, Anya, has got to be one word. Every sentence you've got to join. That is how muscle memory gets going. I want you to not have to worry. I want your muscle memory to kick in. Right. I don't know where the hell Aaron's gone. Right. So notice, people. So Colin, if I gave you I have, you have, he has, all the way down, would you go again? And this time, would you just say the verb without the subject? Just the verb. So if I gave you j'ai, tu as, il a, nous avons, vous avez, ils ont, say the verb.
A, avant, avait, on.
Good. Julian, would you now go again and get rid of the av? Get rid of the av from that. There'll be 2 of them to go. And give me the 6 sounds you've got now.
J'ai, il a.
Linguists, listen. Colin was just asked to get rid of the subject, which he did beautifully. And he gave me a, avant, avait, on. He gave me the verb to have. Can you now take that list and remove the av on the 2 that it was still on? But you're not putting the subject back on. Off you go.
Sorry. Could you? I'm taking the av off of the two
This
plural.
is the third time I've given instruction. So linguists, listen. You are taking what Colin did, which was, so Colin had the verb to have. J'ai, tu as, il a, nous avons, vous avez, ils ont. I asked him to remove the subjects and to just give me the verbs. A, avant, avait, on. Your job is to repeat what I've just said, but to take the av sound off when it appears. So say that list of verbs again, but without the av sound. Fourth time I've said it. Off you go. Go.
A,
No, that is not the fucking start. What is I have?
a,
Thank you. So work your way down.
a, av, a.
Excuse
On.
me. You were told to remove what sound, Julian?
Av.
So why are we saying av? You've got avant. What should we be saying instead? Remove the av.
On.
Good boy. Instructions are there for a reason, people. Become sponges. Back you go. Come on, hurry.
A, on. A, on.
Good. 99% and 100% are different in the brain as a feeling, aren't they? Good. Anthony, your go. Can you add a r to the list that Julian has just done? Add a r sound to the list that Julian has just done.
At the end or the beginning?
Good point, actually. I apologize at the beginning. Good point.
Re, ra, ron, re, ron.
You have an exemplary R. Well done, but you don't need to do it as much. But that was fucking great. Really good. Okay. Erin, my darling, can you now notice a pattern between re, ra, ron, re, ron? How many rays do we have in that lineup?
We have 3.
Listen again.
J'ai 2.
Ra, ra. Yeah, don't keep talking. You had your chance. Learn some manners.
Sorry.
Re, ra, ron, re, ron. How many rays do we have?
2.
Good man. How many ras do we have?
2.
How many rons do we have?
1. 2. Sorry, in the last one. Sorry.
Thank you. So there are 6 sounds that are the same. Re, ra, ron, ron. Re, ra, ron, re, ron. So basically, if you want to stick a verb in the future, you're just going to use one of the sound re, ra, or ron. And if you panic as to which one you're going to use, just think, what's that person to have? So you're going to stick it on the end of your infinitive, for the most part. If you've got finir, finire, finira, finiron, yeah? If you've got an a verb, manger, you don't go mangerai, you go mangerai, mangera, mangeron. So quickly though, to work out which ending is which, I'm going to shout out at you a person, and you're going to shout back at me their future ending. So if I say, for example, to Colin, je, which one is it? And all it's going to be, people, is either the sound re, either the sound ra, or the sound ron. So Colin, if I said I'm going to use je in the future, which ending do I need, re, ra, or ron?
Re.
Good man. Anya, I'm going to use tu in the future. Which sound do I need, re, ra, or ron?
Ra.
Good man. Julian, I'm going to use they in the future, il, plural. Am I going to use re, ra, or ron?
Ra.
No. Say to me, they have.
Vous avez.
Oh, no, listen to Lukey. They have.
Oh, sorry. Ils ont. So
Right.
wrong.
It needs to rhyme. It needs to rhyme with that. So which one is it going to be, re, ra, or ron?
Ron.
You've got it. Anthony, vous in the future, which ending does it have?
Ouais.
That's it. Oh, good. Aaron, which ending would nous have in the future, please?
Ron.
That's it. All it's going to be, people, is re, ra, ron. There are no exceptions across the entire French language. The future will be re, ra, ron. So I'm going to give you a verb in the infinitive, and you're going to ram your person on the end of it. So Anya, if I gave you choisir, he, but if you think what the ending is, re, ra, or ron, how would you say he will choose?
Il Il choisit. Il choisira. Il choisira.
Lovely. Now I need you to listen to me because I've asked you a question. You're not doing it. Keep your voice going. There is no rush. Make your decision. Go. Il choisira. Think on a line. Yeah, it's totally cool. I would be so impressed if you went. Je prendrai. I have no problem with it. I have no problem. Like, think out loud. Don't go. If you're disabling your muscle memory, and also you're not making the French sound, you're hearing a really good French sound from you every now and then it goes back to no. So sit on the vowel, sit on the chest and the head. Don't sit in the neck, and go and only speak to me in lines. All right. So and you do me another one. So if I gave you the verb mettre, to put, will you please say you to you will put to. Anya, I can't hear you.
Who are you asking me?
Anya.
Oh, sorry. Tu choisiras.
Anya, listen to Auntie Luki, much better voice, but the verb is mettre. The verb is mettre.
Tu mettras.
Don't stop.
Tu mettras.
Good. That was brilliant. I don't care how long it takes. Sit on it. That way you are loading the muscle memory and you're going to be taking from that. Good. Colin, using vous, you plural will eat. You plural will eat. Go.
Vous mangerez.
Gorgeous work. Julian, they will assassinate. The verb is assassiner. They will assassinate. Let's make it men. They will assassinate.
Ils assassineront.
What's the verb to assassinate?
Assassin.
Assassiner, assassineront. Yeah, it's got to go down. Yeah, you change the pronunciation of it. You don't say assassineront. You say Aaron is a handsome boy in the white there. So we've got assassineront. Okay, do me another one. The verb is massacrer. Massacrer. Would you please say for me, they massacre? Off you go.
Ils massacreront.
Anthony, sorry, apologies. Sorry, we're back. I went out of signal. Julian, would you give me they will massacre?
Ils massacreront.
Listen to Luki. She has told you, you go down before you go back up. So the infinitive is an A. There are no future A's. You don't go mangerai. You say mangeur. You have to change it. You have to go down penultimately. Erin, can you please say for me, she will buy. She will buy.
Elles venderont. Oh.
Stand still. Number one, that was the wrong fucking tense. Number two, that was the wrong fucking verb. What's the verb to buy?
Acheter.
Lovely. She will buy. She will buy.
Elle achèterait.
But I've just spoken to the lovely Anya, and I've told her to wait on a vowel. I don't gain shit from. I don't. Wait on a vowel. If your body knows elle achète, wait on that. Elle achètera. Solve it cognate by cognate. That's fine. But wait on the vowel. I can't have you guys working any other way. This is how we're going to do things quickly and how it's going to go in. I don't want and prepare. So if I say to you, we're going to go blah, 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 that's a sentence. Start nous, sit your ass on nous, and that way you're going to evoke your muscle memory. And it sounds shit otherwise. Don't do that wrong. Do for me, Erin. She will what should we say? She will launch, and the verb is lancer. I think she will launch.
Elle lancerait.
No. What is? Oh, look, listen. What is my slogan for the future?
Everybody.
No.
Rarement.
What is? How do you say she has?
Elle a.
And again?
Elle a.
So which fucking word from Ray, Ran, or Ray, Rat, or Ron rhymes with Ella?
Ah.
She will. That's it. So give me she will. Yeah.
I forgot the verb that you asked.
Let's change it for you, Simon. It's not doing something you've already done. We don't. It was launched. Elle lancera. Let's say she will push. Verbe pousser. She will push.
Elle poussera.
Look at me. Sit on the fucking vowel. Go again. She will. No, new one. Sit on the vowel like a siren. Oh, sing like a siren. Don't go. And put your hand up in the air. And it doesn't matter. I don't care if you go. Keep a constant sound. So when you think of a vowel, say, no, I apologize, that's wrong. When you think of a vowel, start the vowel, not even the word. When you think of the vowel you need, start the vowel. You only end a vowel to move on to the next one. Don't go, oh, that word, that word, that word. Start French like you're driving. You don't suddenly lift off the road. You go here, you change lanes, but you keep moving forward. They, plural, women, Aaron, they, plural, women will decide. They, plural, women will decide. Go. Start L and wait. Go.
Elle décide. Elle décide.
No, Aaron, no. I'm angry because you're just completely fucking ignoring me. So you said elle décide. Why didn't you? So, right, say to me de and make it last 3 seconds. Say de and make it last 3 seconds.
Elle de.
No. Listen to me. Say de and make it last 3 seconds.
De.
Good man. Say si and make it last 4 seconds.
Say what?
Say si and make it last 4 seconds.
Si.
Lovely. Now say de and make it last.
De.
Say elle décide. All of that is permitted. No more jumping. Right. Next thing. If we went into the would tense, I want you to just acknowledge that would is in the future, but it's a bit of a fucking mess. Luke, if Aaron, if I were in France and I had some time, I would come and see you for sure. That is the future, but it's a condition on it. It's not the future. Look, I will come and see you. That's definite. I will come and see you, Aaron. But what I'm saying is, tomorrow, if I were in France, I would see you. So this is a condition. It's a future, but it's got a condition on it. Yeah. So basically, when you use the word would, it is known as the conditional. But we don't call it the conditional in my method. We just call it the would tense. So present, was, will, would. What, Anya, was my slogan for the was tense? Up your game, I'm not going to rescue. I don't rescue toddlers. People go like, everybody, come on, do it. Everybody, come on, you can do it, Anya. Everybody, what was the slogan for the was tense?
Everybody, EA.
No.
Everybody, EO, EA.
No. What was the slogan for the was tense?
Everybody, A, EA, EO.
No.
EA. Everybody, A, EO, EA.
You've got to learn to listen, my girl. Anthony, what was my slogan for the would tense? The was tense.
Everybody A, Eon, EA.
Colin, what was my slogan for the was tense?
Everybody A, Eon, EA.
Anya, what was my slogan for the was tense?
Everybody A, Eon, EA.
And again, don't think about it. Just say the fucker. Go.
Everybody A, EA, Eon. Eon, EA. Everybody A, Eon, EA.
Good. Change one thing, Anya. Everybody Ray, Rion, Rie. All we're doing is adding a R. All we're doing is adding a R. Everybody A, shut up, Luke. Everybody Ray, Rion, Rie. Just say that for me, Anya.
Everybody Ray, Rie, Rion. Rion, Rie. Everybody Ray, Rion, Rie.
Good. Colin, say the same thing.
Everybody Ray, Rion, Rie.
Great. Here's an easier way of remembering it. Unless you're fucking around with Rion and Rie, which you can basically not worry about too much. If you are in the middle of a wood, Anya and I are walking hand in hand in the middle of the wood, Okay, we're going to go and pick up some flowers. There's Bambi's dead mother on the floor. There's some rather nasty shit going on in the corner. We've walked into a local dogging group. Oh gosh, Anya, where have you brought me? Mucky pup. But we're walking through the wood and we look up and we can see a ray of light coming through the foliage. So when we are in a wood, picture the sunshine coming through the trees. We see a ray when we're in the wood. Do we get the play on words between a wood, W-O-O-D, and I would, the tense? Do we all just get that point, yeah? Okay, so when you need would, most people are going to be Ray. Its full slogan is Ray, Rion, Rie. Everybody Ray, Rion, Rie. You can shorten everybody A, Eon, EA to A, Eon, EA, or Ray, Rion, Rie, as long as you get the fact that everybody else is going to be the A, Eon, EA, Ray, Rion, Rie, right? So what's the single slogan then, the cheat slogan, Anya, in one word? Coming down to the foliage, coming down to the canopy. What's the cheat slogan for the wood tense in one word? It is
Ray.
In one word was what I just said. In one word, what's the cheat slogan? Just the basic one. Coming down to the light, coming down to the canopies. What is it? It's a
Ray.
Good job, you. You'll acknowledge, Aaron. What's the future slogan, please? The future slogan.
Everybody A.
No. The future slogan. The will.
Ray, Raul.
Right. Do we already have a Ray going on there?
Yes.
That's a bit fucking annoying, isn't it? Because you've got a Ray in the other one, in two of them. So you will hear Ray in the will and in the would. Let's just do a side by side. I will eat, je mangerai. Got the have spelling on the end. It's from the have, je mangerai. I would eat, je mangerai. The same pronunciation effectively, completely effectively the same pronunciation nowadays. Years ago, a bit different, but now it's the same pronunciation. Happens to have the was spelling on the end, AIS, but we don't care because those two are the same. Je mangerai, je mangerai. You will eat from Ray Raron, tu mangeras. You would eat, everybody Ray, tu mangerais, don't care. He will eat, oh, Ray Raron, il mangera. He would eat, everybody Ray, we don't care, il mangerait. We would eat, Ray Raron, nous mangerons. We would eat, ready with the fingers, nous mangerions. Because once again, like the was, we're going to be playing with the nous, but this time with a rion rather than an eon, okay? You will eat, vous mangerez, from Ray Raron. You would eat, vous mangeriez. They will eat, ils mangeront, from Ray Raron. They would eat, ils mangeraient. Because everybody's Ray in the wood, apart from Rion and Rie. Okay? So that is how it's going to work. Unless you are a nous and a vous, your would is Ray. All right? So another way to think about it is the future matches the past. So the past, j'ai, tu as, il a plus word. I mean, I know we can do be, but let's use that. And then we're going to use that to find the future. Je mangerai, tu mangeras, il mangera. We're nicking from the past. The was tense is the past, but it's a bit weird. Isn't it? It's not one single action. It's like a bit of a dragged out, I was talking to my friend Anya, whatever. It's not a single action. And likewise, the would, that's the future, but it's not a neat future. It's a bit of a messy future. So the messy past, the A, Eon, EA, is going to feed the messy future, Ray, Rion, Rie. And the messy part, the clean past, A, on, is going to feed the future, Ray, Ra, 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 Ra. So I'm going to come around one by one. I'm going to ask you the tense. I'm going to ask you the slogan, and we're going to do some shit together. So Anthony, what is the slogan for would in one word?
Ray.
Great. What is Luke will dance? Sorry, I apologize. Luke would dance.
Luke danserait.
Good. Don't even think about it because it's not a we or a you plural. Great. Julian, what is Luke will dance? Quickly tell me which tense is that? Is that present, was, will, would? Which one is it? It's
Was. Sorry, will.
Thank you. known as the futur simple, the simple future. And what's my slogan for the future, please?
Ray, ra, ron.
Great. Okay. Anthony, if you need to go, and you go, but we're just going to cover the fact that next week I'm just going to mention in advance, the next week we will cover this with some auxiliaries. Okay. I won't do that now. Okay. Because you've got to go in a couple of minutes. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So we're just going to clean up what we've done. We're just going to do some examples. All right. So,
Okay,
but if we go, we'll just do examples the same of what we've done. So, Julian, what is Luke will eat?
Luc mangera.
Good. Also, Anthony, we're just about to talk about the irregulars, so do watch the video again, because just at the end we've got the irregulars, right? Lovely. Colin, Luke was eating. What is the slogan for the was, please?
Was everybody a, ion, ea.
Lovely. Luke was eating.
Luc mangera. No, Luc mangerait.
Stand still. Repeat back to me in the beautiful voice you just said to me, the slogan for the was.
Everybody a,
Gorgeous.
ion, ea.
Great. Everybody A. What's the verb to eat?
Manger.
Does it already have an A?
Yes.
Do I need to do jack shit to it? So what's Luke was eating?
No. Luc mangeait.
See how it works? It's that simple. That simple. Luke ate as an action. Luke a mangé. We'll get there next week. All right. Bye, Anthony. Okay. Great. Anya. Luke. No. They will eat. They will eat. Which tense are we in? Was, will, or would? They will eat. They will eat. Which one are we in, Anya?
Will.
Was, will, or would?
Will.
Great. What's my slogan for will? The future.
Ray, ron, ray, rom.
No. Ray. Go again.
Just Ray.
No, it isn't. Ray.
Ray, ra, rom.
No. You're reading. What is it? Say to me, he has.
Il a.
So my future needs to rhyme with that. So Ray.
Ra.
That's it. Here's a hint. Ow. The aeroplane is coming down. Ow. Ray, ra, rom. They're getting heavier sounds each time. All right. Good. So what's my slogan for the future, Anya?
Ray, ra, rom.
Nice work. They will eat. Quickly pick your ending. What's they will eat? Ils
mangeront.
Hot up. Aaron. They would eat. Which are we in? Was, will, would?
Will.
They would eat.
Il.
No, stand still. They would eat. Which are we in? Was, will, or would? They would eat. Which are we in?
I have a blank. Sorry.
I'm gonna ring Dick for this shit. Was, will, would? Which one is they would eat in? Is
Would.
it present? Is it present? Was, will, or would? Which one are we in?
Would.
Good girl. What is the slogan for the would tense?
Everybody. A,
Oh,
ion, ea.
Everybody what?
Everybody a, ion, ea.
No. Past tense. What's the look, Auntie Lukey. You've got 4 slogans to remember, and we've only done 3 today.
Mhm.
A, soft hard for the present. Repeat it back after me, Aaron. A, soft hard.
A, soft heart.
And the present goes into the was tense, which is everybody A, eon, ea. But you can shorten that shit to A, eon, ea. Yeah, A, eon, ea. What's that going to be for the was tense?
A, ion, ea.
Great. Acknowledge that the 2 in the future are going to be bitches based on the letter R. Ray, raron, ray, rion, rie. It's all about the future. Yeah, if it's over there, it's going to be about the r. So go back again. What was the slogan for the was tense?
Everybody a, ion, ea. A, ion, ea.
Good. What's the slogan for the future tense?
Ré, ra, ron.
What's the slogan for the would tense? Match it to the was tense, but a bit different.
Gosh, a.
Disgust me. We're in the wood. We're not
Yes.
getting any fun. We're not doing anything fun or kinky because you're not listening. We're in the wood. We've got a canopy. What is coming down through the wood?
Okay.
Thank you. What is the bloody slogan in one word for the wood?
Okay, Rahon. Okay.
Listen to the words I'm saying in English, which is the language you accepted. In one word, what is the quick slogan for the wood? In one word.
Okay.
Good man. Strictly speaking, Ray, Rion, Rie. So its full version is everybody Ray, Rion, Rie. Its usable version is it's just Ray, Rion, Rie. Its go-to, look, that will most of the time solve it for you, is Ray, because most of the time it'll be Ray. So unless it's a we or a you plural. So lovely. So what's they will, sorry, I apologize. They would eat. They would eat.
Il mangerait.
Good. I'm going to ask you a tense. You're going to tell me the slogan. Anya, present tense. What's my slogan?
E-O-E-A.
No. Listen up again. Umpteenth time. Present tense. This is from last week, people. A, soft hard. Was tense. A, eon ea. Future tense. Ray ra ron. Would tense. Ray rion rie. Present tense. A, soft hard. Was tense. A, eon ea. Will tense. Ray ra ron. Would tense. Ray rion rie. Let's see who can go all the way through. Colin, what's the slogan for the present tense?
A soft hard.
What is the slogan for the was tense?
Everybody A, eon, ea.
Good. And what are we going to shorten that to? A, eon, ea, yeah? Okay. And really make that A, eon, ea. So you just mainly think A. Just think A for the was tense and then eon, ea. Lovely. What's the future slogan? The was, sorry, the will, I apologize, the will.
Ray, raf, ron.
Remember, people, it rhymes with a have. Good. What's the would slogan?
Ray, rion, rie.
Good man. Julian, you'll go. What's the would slogan?
Ray, Rion, Rie.
Good. What's the future slogan?
Ray, Ra, Run.
What's the present slogan?
A soft hard.
What's the was slogan?
Everybody A, Eon, EA.
Which can be reduced to
A, Eon, EA.
yeah, A, eon, ea. Good. Well done. Anya, what's the future slogan? The future.
Ray ra rom.
Good. Two options. What's the present tense?
A soft hard.
Good. These next two rhyme, but they're not the same. What is the was tense? Short version or long version?
A eon ea.
Fabulous. Rhyme it. What is the would tense?
Ray. Ray.
Brackets.
Eon. Eon ea.
Hang on, you've just said Ray, so it's now got to be. It's all about the
Ray
R.
rion. Ray rion rie.
Brilliant. Good people. Aaron, you'll go. Present tense.
A soft hard.
Good. Was tense.
Eon ea. A eon ea.
Yep. Good man. Future.
Ray raron.
Would.
Ray rion rie.
Good girls. Good. Excellent. Right. Final thing. Brilliant. Some verbs, and this is not to be an asshole, there are many things in life that we think are assholic and mean, but they're actually trying to help. I am one of them. The French language will help you with some weird ass verbs. So, for example, if you have to say he will have, you don't have to say avoir. It's a bit ugly. He will be able to. Il pouvoir. There. He will have to. Devoir. French has very nicely come up with some lazy alternatives in the mouth for some very common French verbs. I'm going to tell you what the future block is. We call this the future block in my method. You're still going to add ray, ra, ron for the future on it. You're still going to add ray, rion, rie for the wood on it. You're still going to do those things. You're still going to do those things, but you're just going to have a different block. And they're particularly fucking important because two of them, have and be, are going to be used to conjugate at the tenses. So I'm going to give you what the block is, one by one. You're going to tell me what verb you think this comes from. If you have no idea, you've got no idea. You're never in trouble for not knowing something we've not done. You're in massive trouble for not knowing something we've already done. And you're in extra trouble for not knowing something we've done in the same bloody class. that is my number one bet noir. So, Colin, what verb is ser as a block from? So sera, serait, seront, serions, seriez. What verb is ser from in the future and the conditional?
Être.
Être, to be. You might have heard of people singing about que sera, sera, what will be. Okay, you know that is a different language, but it's the same principle. Ser is the verb to be in Spanish. We're not saying ser though. Ser is serrer, like squeeze. Serrer is to squeeze. It's serait. So I will be, je serai, tu seras, il sera. We would be, nous serions, or on serait. Ser. Lovely. Aaron, what verb is or in the future? What verb is that from?
Or.
Aura, auront, aurait. What verb is that?
Will be être.
No, we've just had être, haven't we? Yeah.
To
Say avoir.
avoir.
Say avoiront. So say for me, aurait, aura, aura.
Aurait, aura, auront.
Say to me, I will have, j'aurai.
J'aurai.
You will have, tu auras.
Tu auras.
He will have.
Il aura.
We would have. You remember, you're going to have a double. Nous aurions.
Nous aurions.
Good. That's it. That's have. Say for me, there is, present tense. Il y.
There is.
Yeah. Il y. What's the expression there is? Il y.
Il y a, that's what comes to mind. Okay.
Good man. Now give me, there will be. So il y a means it's the he form, the he, she, it form. So stick it into the will be. Il y.
Il aura. Il aura.
Lovely. Say for me, Luke is 45 years old. Luke is 45 years old.
Luke aura.
No. Luke is. I am 45.
Luke a 45, c'est ça?
Yes, but were you not told to join? Slowly.
45 ans.
Good. Okay. Slowly though. Luke 45 ans. Good. Luke will be 46. Logically, if he gets there.
Luke aura 46.
Listen to me. I've just told you to stop speaking like this. Slow down and sit on a fucking vowel. All of you. All of you. If you don't do it and you keep speaking like this, every vowel is a challenge. If you go to the other method and just keep going, your mouth will go, hey, I know this, because last week you linked this sound to this sound. That's how language acquisition works in French. Really, we want to make this really quick and painless. You might not believe this right now, but we do. Don't ignore me. It's bad manners as well, I've told you. It's also vocally very harmful in French because you're not giving me smooth. You go, bleh, bleh, bleh. A long trombone line of sound for every sentence, or don't do it. Off you go. One more time. Luke will be 46.
Luke aura.
No, stop. No, I'm bored of explaining it. You can sit on your hands and feel sorry for yourself. Luke aura. If you're not ready, that's fine. Aura. You don't need to be quick. Luke aura 40. Even if you don't even finish the number. 46 ans. I'm not pushing people on this. I don't bully anybody on speed. Not at this level, all right? Good. Julian. Fur. What verb do you think fur is in the future? It starts with a f sound. What's a common f verb?
I don't know, I'm sorry.
Do you think it's foutre, which is the slang word to fuck, as in, but not sexually fuck, as in just to do something in a really shitty way? Do you think it's falloir, to be necessary, or do you think it's faire, to be?
Fair.
Good. So it's not a massive fucking change. Il fera is what you want to say. He will do. Il fera. So what, therefore, Julian, would be he would do? What's my slogan for the would tense, please, Julian?
Right.
Good. So what's he would do?
Il ferait.
Not fair. Nobody told you fair. Fair
Il
is
ferait.
ferait.
Il ferait.
Good. Notice so far, or, sir, and fur, although said with twang, as I keep trying to get, the lovely Anya to get. We need twang in French. Fur, sir. They sound like English words. Or, who shall I slap? Julian or Colin? Go with Julian. Fur. Yeah, okay. If you took Julian's top off, he's got a bit of fur under his arms or something. That's an odd way of saying body hair, but you know what I mean. Sir, excuse me, sir, can I go to, don't call me sir. Excuse me, sir, can I go to the bathroom? Yeah, so these words sound quite familiar. So all in all then, listen to these irregular future blocks, and they are going to be the same for your will and your would. Faire, to do. He will do, il fera. We will do, nous ferons. Have is or. Yeah, he will have, il aura. Or. Be, sir. Anya will be in Paris. Anya sera à Paris. To have to, devre. Devoir, be drunk. Devre. So Anya will have to practice. Anya devra pratiquer. She would have to. Elle devrait, which is where should comes from. Devre. Pour, from pouvoir. You know, she will be able to speak French. Elle pourra parler. She would be able to, or she could. Elle pourrait. All the endings are the same, but pour. Viendra. Viendra. From venir. Yeah, Anthony would come to my house if you're in London. Anthony viendrait à ma maison. Aaron will come to my house. Aaron viendra à ma maison. Viendre. You don't need to memorize these things. These will be sent to you. Or you can just listen to the class. Don't read them. Don't Google them to find them visually. It will slow you down. Find the sound. The main ones, je pourrais, je ferai, je serai, je devrais, ver, to see. Je verrai. Yeah, okay, rather than je voirai. Great. So, quickly, Aaron, what is he will have the bread? We're in a restaurant, and no, that's not an option. He will have the beef, le bœuf. How do you say he will have the beef?
Il aura le bœuf.
Good. Anya, say to me, he would have the beef, but it's not available. He would have the beef.
Il
What was the future block for have that we've just spoken about?
aura. Or
What's
il
my slogan for the would, please?
aurait.
Thank you.
Il aurait.
He would have the beef.
Il aurait la bœuf.
Le bœuf. Good.
Le
Colin.
bœuf.
You will be in Paris. You will be in Paris. Start with two. Start with two.
Oh. Tu seras à Paris.
Keep it going.
Tu seras à Paris.
Gorgeous. That's all I want. That's all I want from you. Okay. You would be in Paris if you weren't in prison for failing to pronounce French words properly. You would be in Paris. Julian. Start with two. Would be in Paris. Keep the two going. Good man.
Oh.
Keep the two going. No, learn to bloody listen. Number one, you disgust me. What has Colin just done? Listen to your friends in the group. Colin has just beautifully said. Colin, could you repeat what you just said? You will be. Say it for me again, Colin.
Tu seras.
We don't repeat. I told you said it beautifully. That wasn't beautifully. Hold the back. Right. Listen to me make this point one more time. The word consists of vowels. I don't mean written vowels. We don't do that, do we? But we talk about these vibrations. As I've tried to get La Belle Anya to understand, we are dividing the word up into these vowels. All words are vowels. Anthony has gone. Il est parti. Aaron has a nice curtain behind him. Rideau. Anya is blonde. Elle est blonde. So while you're working these sentences out, don't go, LA, blah, blah, blah. Because number one, even if you knew all the French anyway, that's not how we speak. Yeah, Colin va venir la semaine prochaine. And even if it sounds monotonous, do that for the moment. All right. So if he's just said tu seras, Julian, what you would be? Tu seras.
Tu serais à Paris.
Yes, that makes my nipples hard. Brilliant. Now, this is just a little cheeky advance for next week. Say for me, Anya, if you know, he has eaten. Just plain and simply, he has eaten.
Il a mangé.
That voice was angelic because it's the has tense. It would be the same for he ate if it were an action. Let's be very clear. He ate in French, there is no definite translation. It depends whether you are depicting a single action, actions have auxiliaries, or whether you went, when he was a kid, he ate with his hands. We couldn't get him to use a fork. Poor Aaron. So he ate regularly, il mangeait. But if it's an action, il a mangé. So if I now wanted to stick avoir, so Colin, what was my slogan for the was tense, please? Your microphone is on, my darling. Colin, the slogan for the was tense.
A-en-I-A.
No.
A-I-en-I-A.
There we go. What's the verb to have?
Avoir.
Is it an A verb?
No, it's irregular.
It's not a regular. It's a soft hard. Yes. I mean, it's effectively trying to be a soft hard. So, what is the what's we have? How do you say we have? Look at Antiluki. Look at Antiluki. When I ask you to translate, start the first word and call upon muscle memory. I'm desperately trying to get into your bodies. So what's the word for we? What's the word for we, Colin?
Nous.
Now you start that, and while you're on that, your body has a massive chance of muscle memory of going nous into have. Sit in silence and go, what's we have? It just doesn't work that way. Now the difference isn't too huge, but when you get to massive stuff, it is infinitely different. Start nous. The minute I say go, you say nous, and I want to hear we have. Go, start.
Nous avons.
Gorgeous. And I don't even need avant to be fully prepared. You could go nous avons. Good. Walk around like this. Right. So we've got avant. What is the was tense of avoir for je then? So how would you make, what would that do? If you got avant, what would be was the was tense of je?
J'avais.
Gorgeous word. So I had eaten, j'avais mangé. We're going to pop the was in the middle. Il avait mangé. You don't have to remember it now. You just have to be vocally. You've heard it somewhere before. Aaron, say for me, he has eaten one more time. He has eaten.
Il a mangé.
He had eaten then is when we're going to put the middle bit further back. So he has eaten, he had eaten, it's further back. We're going to put the middle bit with was. So il avait mangé. Just say that for me. Il avait mangé.
Il avait mangé.
Right. What is he will have that you did earlier, Aaron? Start in.
Il avait.
Don't jump forward until you're fucking ready. This is getting beyond a joke. Start with il and sing that bitch until you're ready. If it's 16 seconds, I don't care. Go.
Il avait mangé.
Stand still. That is not what I fucking asked you. I asked you for he will have. Learn to listen.
Il aurait mangé.
Stand still. That is not what I asked you. I asked you he will have.
Ah.
Listen. Off you go.
Don't
stop. Right, I'm bored of you. I keep giving you chances. I'm bored of you. Stay on the previous word. Anya. He, if necessary, will have. Just those two words. Go, Anya.
Il a.
He will have. Will. What was the future of? Yeah.
Il aura.
Good. I don't care if it's 16 seconds of you racking your brain. Do it for me. Good. Aaron, he will have eaten. Not the most commonly used tense, the future past. Yeah, the future antérieur. But there you go. So what's he will have eaten? So instead of he has eaten, he will have eaten. Put the two together, Aaron. What's that going to be?
Il aurait. No.
Stand still. He will have that Anya has just given us. What is he will have that Anya has just given us? Stand still. Will. What is the slogan for will, Aaron?
Rions.
No, Aaron.
I'm
What
black.
is-
Sorry.
Focus to it. I don't rescue toddlers. What is the slogan for will?
Rérarons.
Great. How do you say he has?
Il a.
When you can't find will, people, quickly go to the have. So il a, I need it to rhyme with a. So what's he will have? Il
aura.
Thank you. So now what's he will have eaten?
Il aurait mangé.
Stand still. I'm bored shitless with you saying aurait. Listen to Auntie Lukey. Aurait is the would tense. It's the would tense. Yeah, give me he will have. And again, you said it beautifully. Give me he will have.
Il aurait.
He will. Will.
Il aurait. I don't know why I just want to say il aurait.
I know you do. We're more than aware of it.
il
Every
aura
one of us. Every one of us is aware of it. Say for me again, he has. Plain and simple. Just say he has.
Il a.
And look at Auntie Lukey. The future block, listen. The future block is, sorry, shut up. The future slogan is Ray, Ra, Ron. One of those three sounds. I acknowledge that Ray is one of those, but that is for je and vous. Where do you find the appropriate future from? That person's have. It rhymes with that person's have. So if I said he has, how do I say he has?
Il aura.
Stand still. He has is what? Listen in English. He has is what? What is he has?
Il a.
Good girl. Say it for me in French.
Il a.
Thank you. So
Il a.
my future now, to make you clear on the passage of how we get there, needs to rhyme with a. Your future needs to rhyme with your past. Ray does not rhyme with a. So what is he will have?
Il aura.
Don't jump in the throat. He will have.
Il aura.
Thank you. Now then, give me he will have eaten. Go.
Il aura mangé.
Beautiful work. I acknowledge that the mouth favors Ray because we don't just use it on its own. We use it a shit deal in the tense you've just done. He would have eaten is said probably 10 times more often than he will have eaten. We can say he will have eaten. Let's come back later. Come back at 8 o'clock. Luke, he will have eaten. He'll be ready to give you a call, whatever. Most of the time it's, oh, you know, if he'd known there was free chicken, he would have eaten loads more or something, whatever. Do you know what I mean? So we all love aurait because it's the je form when we talk about ourselves, but you've got to be on top of Ray, Rat, and Ron to finish then. So if you said I am, Colin, what's I am?
Je suis.
What's I was? It's the verb to be on être.
J'étais.
Good. I will be. The I will be.
J'étais. Je serai.
Thank you. That's why we don't have it, because it sounds ugly, doesn't it? Okay, so now notice this. You don't need to know this for next week. This is not formally on the record. The work stopped at the tenses we did today. This is just exposing you, because some weaklings in the group are like, oh, I wish I knew what was coming up next week. So basically, if you said, for example, he left, il est parti, He had left. I'll explain why. It's going to be the was tense in the middle. Il était parti. He will have left. Il sera parti. He would have left. Il serait parti. So in other words, in overview, you need to know for next week the tenses that we've talked about, just the present, which we've done last week, the was, the will, and the would, so that we can then just take have and be, nothing else, and put those verbs in the middle. Because there are only two auxiliary verbs, have and be. Have and be. Have and be. Yeah. So we need to know all the bloody verbs in all the tenses, but we're particularly focusing on this method with the irregular futures of or and regular futures of sir and aurait, so that we can do all the other tenses, because by the end of next week, we will have done every other auxiliary tense apart from the subjunctive. All right. So I need you to know in overview the following. This is week 2's homework, and you go over week 1, so you're good on the a, soft, hard, and all those methods of those verbs, and the snake and the prawn and all of this stuff. And I might could say, Anya, what kind of verb is conduire? And you'll say it's weird and easy. And I say, what's the hard of weird and easy? And you'll say zzz. Okay, you need to be up to it to this degree. But I think having done the class now, you know that. This week's work is as follows. Still remember present subjunctive infinitive, present was, will, would, subjunctive infinitive, and the auxiliary. All of you did well with that. Aaron, you did well with that. Colin, you did well with that. And you remembered it when you were, cued. Anthony. Then we've also got one other person coming next. Zach. Then I said, remember the present slogan, A, soft, hard. Then I said, remember the was slogan, A, eon, ea. Then I said, remember the future, re, ra, ron. Then I said, remember the would tense, re, rion, rie. I said, let's look at was. How do you form was? If your verb is an A verb, great. Danser, je dansais, tu dansais. Nous dansions, vous dansiez. Remembering that the letter I comes into it from the imperfects, because that's the posh name for the was tense. Then we looked at verbs which weren't A. We looked at like vendre. Where did we go if we weren't sure? The nous form for the present tense. So nous vendons. Nous vendons. So I was selling. Je vendais. I'm going to take it from the nous. I'm going to Game of Thrones the bollocks off. Remember the ONS? That's coming off. Punch me in the mouth. The on is coming off. Vendons. Vend. I'm left with vendez. And then we could have je vendais, tu vendais, il vendait, nous vendions, vous vendez, vendez. Then we went into the future. And the only the was that we said was irregular was the être, était, 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 étions, étiez, étaient. But we said we only use that when we're talking about the verb to be on its own. So Anya was dancing, do dancing. Colin was driving, do driving. Julian was reading, do reading. Julian was with us, do the verb to be. All right. Then we said about re, ra, ron. And we said, look, don't fucking fuck this up. If you need the future, it's going to have a rhyming element with the past. So j'ai, I have, je mangerai. Tu as, you have, tu mangeras. Il a, il mangera. Nous avons, nous mangerons. Vous avez, vous mangerez. Ils ont, ils mangeront. It's gonna match that. So to capture, and then we went into the would, and we said, look, ray of light. Admittedly, one of the sounds that we've had in the future, but whatever. Ray, 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 ray. So je mangerai, tu mangerais, il mangerait, nous mangerions, vous mangeriez, il mangerait. And then we said, fine, that's great for the future and the conditional, but we've just got a few irregulars. Or, sur, learn. I'd love faire, I'd love pour, I'd love voudre. Sorry, you know that one. I would like, je voudrais, j'aimerais. You know, fine. Those are important, but sur and or are indispensable for next week. So that is literally what it is. I will ask you next week. We'll turn up and I'll say, oi, Anya, what's the slogan for the present? She'll say a soft hard. What's the slogan for the was? A, eon, ea. What's the slogan for the will? Ray, ra, ron. What's the slogan for whatever? But we can't be working in a methodology which is I'm going to go away and learn this, because that is not how we work. You're in class, you're being given information, you're being given data, grab it. Because whilst there's a lot of explanation, the new terminology today comes down to A, eon, ea, ray, ra, ron, ray, rion, rie, and the names of the irregular futures. Those are the new words we have learned today. So it's not like we're piling it on thick. Yeah? Good. Hold on in there. You know how it works. Get slogan happy. All right? Everybody's twang voice, when I hear it, is way better. There's not one person who doesn't have a nice twang when they do it. Speaking this, my name is, my name is, my name is, we don't want that method. Get rid of it. Okay? To remind you of one thing, if your English language was said like French, it would be weird. So if I said 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I went 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, bit of an odd vibration. Or 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, that's an odd vibration with a 4. If you did French the same way and you didn't vibrate, like when you go, je vais, it's as disgusting. It sounds as fucking weird. So every sound you make, I don't want to hear Aaron. He's got a lovely voice in English. I don't hear it. I don't hear Anya's lovely voice. I want to hear Anya. I don't hear Julian's lovely voice. I want to hear Julia. I don't hear Colin's lovely voice. I want to hear Colin. I need to hear the twangy form. Insect-like, not human, animalistic. That's how your sensibilities in English will perceive your new French voice. If Anya goes, un garçon, she thinks she's sounding like wow, 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 wow. But she needs to. If Aaron says, le, whatever, he probably thinks it's like a foghorn coming across, you know, the mist. But it's got to, because if you say it like, oh, look, whatever, it's English. Does that make total sense? Not only does it sound like English, it won't cross a room, and you can't join it as you're discovering that's the secret to remembering everything, all right? Make sure you are slogan happy. I will see you next week. Okay? Be off book. Any shit you don't understand from this class that you're not sure of, the information is there. You've all got WhatsApp, but can I just ask that you ask the WhatsApp question in the group, because the chances are that someone else might benefit from the same reminder. But you don't need to go away and learn an hour's worth of speaking. You need to know the slogans. Yeah? Don't need to go away and do an hour's, I've got to remember an hour's worth of text. You're not learning, you're not performing Macbeth. You're remembering the slogans. And I talk and get you to use the slogans, all right? Good. Anya, it's nice to have you amongst us, all right? Loads of love. Well done.
Joe.
Thank you.